Before any circumstance can exist, action of some kind is necessary. Before any action is possible, there must be thought of some kind, either conscious or unconscious. Since thought is a product of mind, it becomes obvious that mind is the creative center from which all activities are produced. We cannot assume any of the laws that govern nature and the universe as we now know it can be changed or nullified by any element on the same level. However, the fact that a higher law may supersede a lower one is universally recognized. Sap ascends in a tree by surmounting gravity, not defying it. Therefore, we discover knowledge of certain scientific principles of mind action is required to control circumstances. This knowledge can be gained gradually and utilized as gained and proves to be a most valuable asset. Control over circumstances is among its fruits. Well-being and success are additional benefits. The only cost is the effort to gain and use this knowledge. On the other hand, we can, through apathy, allow the delicate brain matter to stagnate until its whole existence is barren and fruitless. This is also the result of a decision brought about through thought. Our thoughts develop into actions, conditions, or things. Our desires are seed thoughts that have a tendency to sprout, grow, blossom, and bear fruit. We are sowing these seeds every day. What shall the harvest be? We are today the result of our past thinking. Later, we will be the result of what we are now thinking. We create our own character, personality, and environment by the thoughts we originate or entertain. Thoughts attract corresponding thoughts. This law of mental attraction is identical to the other laws of nature. Mental thought currents are as real as electric, magnetic, or heat currents. We attract the currents of thought with which we are in harmony. Are we selecting thoughts we really desire? This is an important question. Naturalists who spend much time observing ecosystems are constantly creating power in that portion of the brain set apart for observation. They become more skillful in knowing what to look for and catching important details at a glance than their unobservant friends. They develop this skill by exercise of their brain. They purposely exercise that particular in their brain over and over, with increasing attention and concentration until the skill becomes second nature to them, or automatic. Habits are formed by the repeated action of the mind. The part of the brain brought into action depends upon the faculty that is used, be it hearing, speech, sight, etc. Latent powers of the mind are developed by constant exercise and become more perfect with practice. They present a variety of motives for consideration. Among them are sharpening perceptive faculties, sensitizing emotions, activating imagination, and developing moral character. Every conscious mental effort should involve a moral end, because the greatest power of the mind depends upon its exercise in moral channels. A moral consciousness regulates consideration of motives and increases the magnitude and consistency of actions. Thus, a well-developed character facilitates good physical, mental, and moral health. This trio induces initiative, power, resistless force, and consequently success. An understanding of the great creative power of the mind presents unlimited possibilities. Since desire can be a primary creative element, it needs to be cultivated, controlled, and directed with respect to your life and destiny. People of strong desires send forth currents of thought endowed with the ability to dominate others near or even far from them. These thought currents may contact the minds of others and influence them to comply with the strong individual. This power has been attributed to many great achievers. They seem to possess an ability to influence others to want to cooperate with them. They may become known as someone easy to work with. This is how people of strong desire and imagination subtly and powerfully influence others. They seem to allure or attract others. They possess a charismatic, emotional magnetism that seems to galvanize the will of others with theirs. Nature can be observed persistently, seeking to express harmony in all things and bring about a harmonious remedy for every discord, wound, or difficulty. Likewise, when thought is harmonious, nature creates the conditions to create the corresponding harmonious circumstance. Everyone is created with the power within themselves to help themselves. The person who understands this intellectual and moral power of dominion will be inclined to assert it. Humanity woefully craves this truth which it has been denied and deprived. The prospect of awakening a dormant intellect that possesses infinite intuition and moral responsibility is wonderful beyond imagination. A divine potency is present in every human being. You have just listened to a portion of the introduction of the 24-lesson course of Timeless Wisdom Teachings. Purchase your downloadable copy of Timeless Wisdom Teachings today.